Yo, servus, greetings and hello, this is Tabletop Lenny again, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the wargaming industry and about this brand new model from Games Workshop, the Imperial Knight, which belongs to the Imperials and the Adeptus Mechanicus. It's a great miniature, without no doubt, and yeah, it got a cannon, something like it looks like a World War II cannon or a Panzerhaubitze, something like this. And you get a close combat weapon, which is typical for GW. It's got a chainsword, and then it got some machine guns here and there. You see that it's got plate armor at the front. The head is below the bulky part of the plate armor. You get 2 rows of exhaust pipes, and from the backside you will see that you see more or less the mechanics. You don't see armor plates, and you see the engine cap, something like the power engine cap. Once again, this is a really great looking model with lots of details, and yeah, a great addition to our collector and gamer of Imperial stuff of Games Workshop. But I think some parts of this model I know from other models. Okay, first of all, you can see the feet, which are obviously Dreadnought or Cyborg feet, but I think this shape and this bulky back and the down head and the weaponry with cannon and close combat, I have seen this. So I come back to this guy and say, okay, a Warjack from Khador, there are similarities. The head is deep below, you get exhaust pipes, you get this plate armor at the front, and you see the mechanics on the back. And the feet are often obviously different, but when you come to the backside and you see these exhaust pipes, they are together, not divided as the Imperial Knights ones are. But when you come to this end cap, you mentioned this end cap is also on the Warjack from Privateer Press, on the Khador Warjack. Okay, now the GW fans say, no, Privateer Press copied this from the old Warhammer 40k models, because GW were the first to make this Knights in Space thing, and you're obviously right, but GW came back and put it in a new context. It's steampunk, fantasy scenario. They mix it up in a different thing, but obviously there are similarities in the design. So let's go back to the old Warhammer 40k Imperial Knight, if you want so, and you see the head is down below the bulky neck, or the back of the miniature. You get a close combat weapon, and you get a cannon. This one is a melter, but it also exists pictures where you have different cannons, I think, and you get different close combat weapons. And obviously, if you see similarities between this model, and you see similarities to the old Space Marine models. And when you go back to the Privateer Press Warjacks, you see that in some way they get inspired by GW. So let's say the designer of the Warjack is also a big fan of GW models, and this from a long time. So he get inspired by these models and the first Space Marine models. But now we go back to the new Imperial Knight, and in my opinion, the designer of this model must be inspired of the Warjacks from War Machine, especially the Khador Warjack. So it could be possible that the designer of the Imperial Knight is a great War Machine player or fan of War Machine. Perhaps that isn't right, and it's just a tricky press trick, because it's always GW and Privateer Press was running after them and try to get parts in this miniature wargaming business. Perhaps even if you mentioned that GW business isn't going as well as it goes the last years, perhaps they want to get some discussions, or they want to start this discussion. Where are the differences between Privateer Press Warjacks and Space Marines, Imperial Knights and Titans of Games Workshop? So there are a lot of similarities. If this is a campaign or it's just what the name in English, Zufall, it's in German. Yeah, if it is a campaign or that it's just happened, let's say it with simple words. And I would love to read here your opinion. And yeah, let's start this discussion. Who copied? And obviously, is there a space for newer ideas in the wargaming industry, or does everybody have to copy the design of successful other companies? By the way, I hope you enjoy my doings, and if this is the case, it would be awesome if you link, like, and forward my content. Happy building, happy gaming, and see you soon. Tabletop Lenny is out.